Welcome into the second look on AL.com. Mark Heim, Craig Stephenson from McConnell Automotive on Dolphin Street here in Mobile, Alabama. Alabama coming off a very impressive victory. Auburn continues to struggle. Heard an interesting case here this week there, Craig, that the reason Auburn has failed to meet expectations, it's on the media. It's the media's fault.
Well,
I have my thoughts. What are yours?
You got to blame somebody, I guess. But the interesting thing is, not only was the media high on Auburn in the preseason, I was too to a certain extent. Vegas was high on them.
Yeah.
You know, and people put a lot of stock in what Vegas thinks. Jeremy Johnson was a preseason top 5 Heisman pick according to Vegas. Auburn was an SEC favorite according to Vegas. So I don't think we can blame this one all on the media. You know, Alabama this week playing Charleston Southern. How much do you think Derrick Henry plays in that game?
This is an interesting problem. A coach will tell you they are not worried about individual accomplishments, especially Nick Saban, but you do have to get him some carries so that he can stay in the conversation. With that said, injuries are a huge part of the game. We've seen it. Kenyon Drake's out. You still need to take a look at some other running backs, but I do think he's got to play a quarter and a half, and get about 8 to 10 carries. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so. You're right. They have no depth behind him. You know, 2 freshmen basically. I looked back the last couple of years. T.J. Yeldon did not play at all last year. He was injured. The year before T.J. Yeldon in this type of game, T.J. Yeldon did not play at all. The previous year, the year before that, Eddie Lacy played and had 10 carries and then got out of the game. So I think that's probably what we'll see with Henry. Auburn's got Idaho, you know, another lower division team. Yeah. Is there a chance they lose that?
I think everything's on the table when Auburn takes the field. You don't really know which Auburn's going to show up.
Right.
With that said, I think it's very unlikely that they lose. But the question now becomes, hypothetically, if they lose, heads are going to start to roll. Are changes imminent based on the result against Idaho and potentially the Iron Bowl?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, let's say they lose to Idaho, then they go out the next week and get blown off the field in the Iron Bowl, you know, say a 42-0 type of game. There's going to be people calling for Gus Malzahn's head. Now, will the people that matter make that decision? I'm not sure, because, you know, the last time they went through this, you could tell that team quit.
What do you guys think? Give us worst case scenario. Whose head's on the chopping block for Auburn if these things go south? And how many carries does Derrick Henry get? How many should he get to keep his Heisman candidacy alive and well? That does it for another edition of The Second Look. For Craig Stephenson, I'm Mark Heim on AL.com from McConnell Automotive right here on Dolphin Street in Mobile.